All right, here's today's challenge. I gave my wife $100 and sent her inside of Bass Pro Shops. I told her to spend every single penny on fishing lures. I have no idea what she's going to pick out. Now it's going to be on me to catch fish on every single lure she has bought. Some could catch giants, some might not catch anything at all. Now the goal is to catch fish. Let's find out if I can do that.
Holy cow. Hello, beautiful people. It's been a while. I am here at Bass Pro Shop, about to go in. Drew gave me $100 that I can spend and buy as many baits as I can for him to use on the lake tomorrow. Plot twist, he is not gonna see any of the baits I buy until he gets to the actual lake, and these are the only baits that he's allowed to use the entire time. Here we go. This is gonna be fun. Oh, automatic door not working. Cool. I have hands. Nope. Oh my gosh. Okay, I forgot how cringy and intimidating it is filming like outside in like real life, the world, and with people. Not gonna lie, when he asked me to do this challenge, I was a little surprised, mostly because I am used to fishing saltwater and brackish water. So I'm tempted to be really mean and like buy all stuff that I know he's gonna really struggle with catching fish on, like freaking float or like a really like huge gold spoon. But no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna try to think about what I've seen him catch fish on. It's been so long though. Okay, I remember this shape, so I'm gonna go with one of these to start. I just don't know what color. This one looks fun. Okay, let's go with this one, and we are priced at $5.99. Dang, that's cheap. Alrighty, let me go ahead and clear that, and we're gonna start with, let's just round up, $6. Here we go. Okay, let's try one of these. Let's try some different colors. Red. All right, we got $4.69. Let's just go ahead and add. All right, so we're gonna add 5. Okay, these look good too, actually. Let's do one of these. All right, I really like this design logo, so we're gonna go with a couple of these. No, I don't like those, they're too small. Okay, this feels better. And then let's go with some of these. Oh, I kind of like this color better. Did I already have that one? Oh yeah, I caught that one twice. Okay, cool. Alrighty, that puts us at 30 whole doll hairs. All right, let's get some other, maybe harder baits. We can switch it up. Okay, at this point, I'm so out of my league, I don't know what I'm looking for, so I'm just gonna go with something that looks cool or has good marketing. Who doesn't like a nice chunky D? That's going in for $6. That's a steal. Oh, see? I appreciate the fact that nobody else dares put their face on their lure. And this guy's like, look at me. I'm so proud of this shit. I catch so many fish on this. I'm gonna put my face on it. All right, sold. That one was a little more expensive, $9, worth it. All right, we're at 45. What else do we want? Definitely have to have a crankbait. You're pretty cute. Wait, do I already have one that looks like that? No, I don't think so. I'm actually also gonna do this one too because I love this color. Also because I just realized that I'm only at $53 with that last crankbait. I've already gotten so much, I don't know what else to get. So I need to buy more expensive things. And this is $13. Rattle traps, I have seen him use them before, but I can't remember if this is a Florida thing. We're gonna go with it. They're cool looking. Oh, you can see little beads inside this one, that's cool. Hell yeah, and it's $8. All right, so we are at $74 as of right now. Okay, I know what I'm missing. I'm missing the worm-like soft plastics that I know I passed by a million times, but I can't seem to find any right now. Why are there so many damn baits? Not exactly what I was looking for, but a good shad. This is a fun color. Let's go with that. We're looking at $4, all right. Oh, I also really like this. This looks good. All right, and we are looking at $6. So we are at $6.84. Okay, we're getting close, Still haven't found the worms. Just kidding. The one I just grabbed were the worms. Okay, let's try these out as well. These look cool. 18 times longer. Let's move on. We got those, and I think I'm gonna grab these two because I like the packaging. I appreciate the plastic, the hard plastic, and those are $7. All right, we're officially at $91. I think we are good. I think I'm just gonna add something super fun and random for him to open up his tackle box to, since we only have $9 left. I think I'm gonna go with this guy because I love the name Timberdoodle. I mean, how could you not buy that? I mean, and look at the colors, okay? And best part, it's $8.19, which means we're at right at $9, which means we are officially at $100. Oh no, I hear a child crying and I swear that's my baby. Oh my God, it is. Okay, I cannot let him see what I'm buying. What happened? What happened? What did Dad do to you? Well, this is a great family outing. Thank you. I'm gonna pay for this before you look. What happened? That's a redfish. Oh, isn't it pretty? Oh, it's got a tiny little spot on the tail. Oh my gosh. Okay, I honestly thought I didn't get a lot for that price, but the guy at the cash register said that I got a ton of stuff for $100, so I feel good about it. And most of the stuff he was like, oh yeah, I've tried this. This is good. I'm like, okay. So hopefully Drew will be very impressed when he opens his tackle box whenever he goes.
Well, I have no idea what's inside of this bag right in front of me, but I'm gonna do a little bit of a timed challenge here today. I wanna give myself, actually I don't know how many baits are in here. I gave my wife $100, you guys know. I told her, go inside of Bass Pro Shops and get me some Lash Name lures. Oh my God. Did you guys just hear that? Whoa. So we got a rattle trap, okay. All right, we have the original color. What was this? Gold Mine Shad. We have, this looks pretty good. What is this? It's a Speed Boss. Never used this in my entire life. Power bait Speed Boss. Apparently the fish hold on 18 times longer. All right. Oh, wow. She gave me a 5 to 8 foot diving crankbait. Cool. We're on a pond today, baby. I don't know if this is gonna, we're gonna give this a shot though. This may dredge up the bottom, but it could be good. God, I have no idea. What in the world is this? I've got a Timberdoodle. Okay, we've got a Mepps Timberdoodle. This looks like something she probably used when red fishing. Actually, this looks like something I probably used when I was fishing rivers up in the Northwest. All right, that's gonna be an interesting one. Oh, hey, this is a good one. A Fritz side. This color though, red spring craw. It's late summer here. Oh God, I love this already. This is great. This is a 3.75 shad shaped worm. Never have used this. This looks like it's gonna be more of a drop shot type deal. We're definitely gonna have to get a spinning rod out, I guess. God bless. What is this? This is the Go-To Shad Red Shiner. All right, she's going back to her redfish days. This is definitely something you would see. Somebody that was big into red fishing, this is it right here. I could see this being used on the flats. All right, cool. So we got some of that going on. God bless, this looks like a lot of baits for $100, huh? Okay, cool. We got a Pit Boss, Okeechobee Craw. I love it. I'm gonna say right now, I have a good feeling we may catch a fish or two on this thing. I've actually never used the Pit Boss, but I love Okeechobee Craw and it looks like a flipping bait. I love it. I get to try out all these baits with nothing. Oh my God, a D-Bomb. My wife is on something. She might have just liked the name of this. California Love D-Bomb, okay. All right, I'm liking it. We got a lot of flipping baits, it looks like. Oh my gosh. This is the Zacho. The Zacho is one of the greatest baits. Hey, I got a question. I got a Zacho. I think you know what? For this challenge, I'm gonna be able to pair the Zacho with something else. How about that? I can bring one extra bait on the boat to pair with some of these. Yeah, we're gonna do that because I got something real special with the Zacho that actually might work. We got a Brawny Craw, which kind of just looks like a speed crawl. It's made by BioBaits, which clearly is just Johnny Moore's thing. All right, we got more of this little crawl. KVD's coming out with this tournament series. My guy out here with a 1/2 ounce spinnerbait. Wow, she did a really good job, I think. And then we have a Chunky D. I've never used this one either. A Chunky D Green Pumpkin Flash. Okay, little flipping bait again. We have an Old Monster Watermelon Candido Drag. All right, now I have an idea what we're messing with here. We've got a couple moving baits. These are gonna be kind of tough, I think. I'm gonna give them a shot. Some of the flipping and other stuff, I think we got this. I'm gonna go ahead and rig up 3 rods. And then we're gonna have a timer for all these baits. I don't know, 30 minutes, 5 minutes, 10. I don't know what the timer's gonna be. I'm gonna set it. I'm gonna let that son of a gun run and see if we can catch a bait. See if we can catch a fish on every single one of these baits on this random pond out here. So all the rods you guys are gonna see me using today are ones that I've gotten off of Facebook Marketplace. So I'm kind of testing out random stuff. I think I got a Falcon down there, a Mojo, Dobbins, and like a Fluger. I don't know. I don't know where the Fluger even came from. I think it might have been in a collection I bought. Go inside this bag. I need to get maybe a moving bait out, spinner bait. I can't believe I have this. I got a 5 to 8 crankbait here. That's gonna be an interesting one. Maybe I can go throw it over here. What about a rattle trap maybe? God, she gave me some interesting moving baits. This one right here is this is it. That's the bee's knees right there. Oh God, here we go. Frit side. 5 to 7 foot as well. Well, I think all right, I'll throw this Strike King on out the gate. This will be one of the ones that I throw just to toss it around when I have an area where I think I could probably get it down to, which I have no idea because I'm sitting in a gosh dang aluminum Pond King thing right now. Let's see. Throw it on this rod. God, this is gonna be a lot for this rod too. Let's just throw it out here randomly and see if it drags the bottom automatically. Oh yeah, that's gonna be I just hit something. Are we dredging? Nah, yeah, we're dredging. Okay, so it's pretty shallow. All right, we're gonna save this one for now. We're gonna go up here and we're gonna flip these reeds with, what are we gonna flip it with? Let's flip the reeds with, what is this? How about this Missile Baits? Chunky D Green Pumpkin Flash. Packaging's really nice. I haven't used any of these products, just so you guys know. It's my first time using pretty much everything you're gonna see today. Packaging's really nice. Good job on the packaging here, Missile Baits. So what does this smell like? Made in the United States. I like that too. That's cool. Doesn't smell bad. This smells like plastic. All right, we're just going to try this. What is this? A Falcon flipping rod, I think. Give it a shot. I can tell you the weight on this rod's a little iffy compared to my other ones. Plastic density, not mad at it. How's it look in the water? That doesn't look bad at all. All right, let's see if we can catch something on this thing. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. Oh, there we go. Wow, a fish really does take this thing around. If we catch anything big, we're gonna be having some fun today. There's one on the old flipping. There we go. All right. Ooh, look at that. Little Yonda, thin one, up against that reed line. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna drop anchor. How goofy this thing is. How do you get it undone? Turn it, ready? Oh my God. That's awesome. Cool. Now I've got anchor dropped. Oh, okay. Look at that. There's one fish. That's like a minute into flipping this thing against this reed line. Okay, next up we're gonna try, so this one, we just caught it on. Here's a brawny crawl, 3.5 inch. This is gonna be a Johnny Morris one. Let's see what it smells like, plastic density and all that kind of stuff. That smells odd. That is, that's a word, odd. It's a very distinct smell, and I think I've smelt this before on something else from like a really long time ago. It's like one of those scents that you remember, but you don't know what it's from. I don't know. That's an interesting smell. Oh, I know what it is. Oh my God. It smells like the conditioner you put on a leather baseball glove. You know what I'm talking about? Like your brand new baseball glove. It's the gosh dang conditioner my dad used to put on the glove to make it soft. That's exactly what that smells like. Well, that's crazy. Outside of the smell, I mean, the plastic felt all right. See what it looks like inside the water. Looks all right. There's one. Oh, no. We got 2 minutes left on the timer here. We're doing 10 minutes of bait right now. 10 minutes of bait's all we got. All right, time's up. All right, so we got to figure out what we want to do now. Let's see. We've got, this bait didn't work. Maybe we'll try it here later on, but right now, the BioBait Bass Pro Shots Brawny Crawl that smells somewhat like leather didn't produce anything. It's fine. Let's move on to maybe a moving bait. What do you guys think? What do we have here? This is pretty much a moving bait. Yeah. Oh, Speed Boss. You know, we'll try this thing out. We'll use this thing for the next 10 minutes. Pretty big. Okay, so I got this Speed Boss rigged up with a 1/4 ounce pegged 50-pound braid. It's gonna run it down this grass line, maybe flip it a little bit and see if we can get bit. All right, 10 minutes are gonna start now. I know this is not a flipping bait. I'm just gonna flip in here for a second, throw up and down. This is more for like pads and Florida type bait is what this reminds me of. I might be able to flip it down this reed line, this grass line as well. Come on. Oh, there's like a little bass that just came up right here. I can see him. Tiny bass. We got 2 minutes. Once again, we're down to 2 minutes. Not a fish to catch. All right, so once again, we're down to 2 minutes on this bait. That could be back-to-back baits we don't catch a fish on. We got 2 minutes left. We started off so strong, we caught one in the second cast. I mean, this bait doesn't look bad in the water, just maybe not for this place. Maybe I'll drag it for the next 2 minutes. That's what I'll do. Just drag it, treat it as a big worm. Oh, come on. I'm dragging it. There's one. Yep. Oh my God. Is this a buzzer beater? This is a buzzer beater. This is a buzzer beater. Oh my, buzzer beater. Come on now. Buzzer beater right there. Oh, dragging her. Well, that makes me feel good because I know we have one other word we gotta drag. So it wasn't worming. It wasn't worming. No pun intended. Wasn't working swimming it. Drag that son of a gun. Done, son. This is legitimately a buzzer beater. That was like my last cast. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. All right, 2 down. So we got the Speed Boss. Didn't work like I was thinking, but we drug it. It worked. This is good. This, so far, smells like a baseball mitt. All right, next up we got, oh man, that's gonna be a tough one. Red Shiner. Oh my God. I don't even want to mess with it right now. I don't know. What am I gonna do? Actually, you know what? We're gonna go back to our crankbait. There's some rock over here. We're gonna go back and throw this crankbait on this rock, and then we'll contemplate our life. How about that? All right, so we're gonna go back to the Tennessee Shad Series 4 that dives 5 to 8 foot. We're gonna go give this thing a shot for a little bit, just because you know what? We haven't spent any time on it. Last time we used it, we were dredging the bottom. Let's just hope that this is pretty deep through here and there's like actual rock that comes off. Oh. Well, if that crankbait just survived that hit with death there, I would be very, 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 very shocked. Because I just absolutely mollywopped it on the side of a steel bridge. Wow, it's still cranking. Broke a hook. I hit it hard enough to where I broke one of the hooks off. All right, 2 minute timer's on now. That's all we got left. Next up, we're gonna go with, I don't know, let's go back to flipping. Let's see if we can get something on the bank flipping. That's not working. All right, let's go to this California Love. It's gonna be the Missile Baits D-Bomb. Oddly enough, I've never used this bait either. It smells kind of like plastic. This looks more like a punching bait. No flanges. That's probably what this is gonna be best for. Less movement, so it just flows through the water pretty good. Got the ridges on the outside of it to slow it down. Never used it, but I would assume that's what this is for. This is more of a punching bait than a flipping, just open cover stuff. But you know what? It don't matter. They're largemouth bass. Guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna eat that son of a gun if I touch them in the face with it. Maybe. That looks good. Yeah, look, there's no movement on the flanges. This is literally just for flipping, probably punching heavy mats. You know, down in Florida, this is probably a really good mat punching bait because it doesn't move a lot when it goes through. You know, when you punch some mats in Florida, you're just flipping a big weight, joint goes to the bottom, you lift up a couple times and you move on. You don't need all the appendages and stuff on them baits. It's more of a reaction thing. But you know what? It may work. Get something up next to a log here. Bop. Might be a bop. I don't know where that noise came from or why I even did it. Okay, 10 minutes starts now. We're gonna give this thing a fair try. So we're gonna flip isolated cover and then we're just gonna move on each time. I'll just kind of restart the time when I move from each spot. Probably 2 minutes on each little spot. There we go. Got him. Got him, got him, got him. Oh, yes. Good, 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 good. Come on, bud. There we go. There we go. Legitimately thinking to myself, oh my God, we just gave it 2 minutes here. We got to move to the next piece and kind of keep this challenge going. And this thing, oh God bless, you are pissed, dude. What is going on here? Just let me get you in. So let me touch you, get that hook out of your face. Ah, there we go. Look at this. Look at that. There we go. There's a D-Bomb. 2 minutes into it. 2 to 3 minutes, I'm gonna say. Flipping that one isolated piece of cover. Kind of like bounce it up over, let it drop. It falls pretty dang quick. Look at that. Little 2 yonder. Little male just hanging out up there in the shallows. We got end of summer stuff going on here. Down here in Tejas, it is gonna be warm. I think it's like still 90 degrees today. A little bit of a wind. D-Bomb, I kind of like this color too. I think it's California. Yeah, California Love. I like it. This would be a pretty good bait if you guys are gonna be looking for stuff, punching mats or anything like that. Maybe flipping heavy brush with like, I don't know, a 1/2 ounce or 3/8 ounce, something like that. 5/16. This might be pretty good. I'm not gonna hate on it. It's good. It's got its purpose in life, definitely. All right, next up is gonna be, what is gonna be next up? Let's see what we got going on here. Put this back over there. We still got a bunch of baits inside of here to try to sift through today. All right, let's see. Man, we may just have to do this. This is gonna be a tough one. Maybe I can combine them. Ooh, let's do that. Let's combine the go-to shad. Let's do the Cabela's go-to shad. Ooh, that thing is big. Maybe we shouldn't combine. Maybe we shouldn't combine them. That is a redfish bait if I've never seen one. My wife was definitely thinking redfish all day when she said, you know what? Let's give it a shot. Let's throw this son of a gun. We're gonna throw it on the same rod that we're throwing this. We haven't been eaten on, or excuse me, even bit on anything moving yet. So let's give this one a shot. This should help. My God, look how neon this thing is. Wow. Now that is a color. Oh my God, it's solid. Okay, that thing is solid plastic. This is super redfish-ish. Look at this thing. Super durable. Let's see what it looks like in the water. Oh my Lanta. Look at that thing. Actually looks pretty good. Oddly enough, it actually does look pretty good. Oh man. If this thing had some grass and pad stems, okay. All right, 10 minutes starts now. We're gonna go down this entire bank line. It's got a good amount of grass. Maybe we can catch one sitting on the edge. Maybe. It's gonna let the wind kind of drift me down. I mean, they're not gonna not see this thing. This is bright. Oh my God, I'm getting bit by something. Oh, I think it's like a bluegill. Woo! The funky looking redfish bait just got bumped a few times by a gill. So I'm gonna be truthful with you guys. This bait in and itself, if it wasn't this wacky, crazy color, I think it actually could work pretty well. If it was like a normal shad and you're ripping it through pad stem and stuff, the movement on this thing's actually really good. Oddly enough, it's probably a pretty cheap bait. There's quite a bit of them inside that bag. There's 10 of them inside of here, and they're just smashed in there. All right, 2-minute warnings up now. 2 minutes. Oh my good Lord have mercy. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? No way. That had to be hooked on the bottom of a stem or something, right? Ripped off the side. Look at that. Maybe. Maybe. There's just a tremendous amount of plastic here. Legit just said 2-minute warning too. Again. Maybe I just need to continue just say 2-minute warning. Oh my God. I about fell off the freaking boat. Oh my God, that's probably what I hit, right? Yeah, that sounds, all right, that sounds more like it. Absolutely just smashed in the side of something. God, I thought that was a fish. Welcome back to another episode. Damn, this thing sounds like it's about to freaking take off. What'd I run into? See it, it's a log underneath there. One of the limbs. Look at that, piece of bark. Last cast. Shit. All right, last cast. Son of a gun. Yep, that's definitely gonna be the last cast. All right, let's go try some flipping again. We got a Berkley Pit Boss. This is gonna be Okeechobee Crawl, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Okeechobee Crawl. Never used one of these either. They smell, wow. Wow, those have a smell to them. Those are stout. Let's give this thing due justice. Let's go give it 10 minutes of flipping, see where we lay with this thing. Once again, kind of looks like another like smaller punching bait. Doesn't have appendages whatsoever. It is pretty small. This is a 3/0 hook and it takes up the entire thing pretty much. Yeah, little tiny bait. All right, let's go find some structure to flip. All right, we're gonna give this bait its due justice. It's got 10 minutes to try to catch a fish on multiple pieces of structure. Right now we're gonna start on a dock. This dock. It's literally on the dock. Still. All right. Oh my God, I was just letting this thing just swim with it. I was like, I know you guys saw me doing it. Oh God, he's getting pissed. I was like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, bouncing across the log, and it just went, took. All I felt was a small tick, and it just started swimming. Oh my gosh. I love flipping. That's like my favorite thing to do. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that if you guys have been on this channel for a while. I love it. All right, got to give this thing credit. What is that? About a minute or so on that dock right behind me, and probably 2 or 3 flips on this other piece of structure that was kind of just going out. Once again, just bouncing it, kind of like doing its own thing. God, where's the big ones at? Let me get a big one, but we are completing this challenge. I will say that right now. All the flipping baits thus far have been working, except, wow, actually, you know what? Not all of them. That one Cabela's one that kind of smells like a leather glove has not really done anything. The Pit Boss Okeechobee Crawl is now checked off the list. I really would like to know where they got this 18 times longer thing, but that fish, hey, you know what? I can verify. that fish held on to it as I let him do it. So maybe it's a real thing, maybe. Next up. All right, let's see what we got in this bag. We got this rattle trap, we got this Fritz side, we got a Zacho, and we got this gosh dang thing. What in the world am I gonna do with this? I really don't know what I'm gonna do with the Timber Doodle. You know what? I know what I'm gonna do with the Timber Doodle. I'm gonna put it on right now and try to catch a fish with the gosh dang Timber Doodle. Look at this thing. My God, baby, what were you thinking with this thing? Even comes with some Mr. Twisters. Oh God, have mercy, look at this. Wow. What portion of the fishing section was she in when she bought this? I'm gonna flip this son of a gun. If I can find any more structure that's laid down, I'm gonna flip this thing. Absolutely galvanized, crazy looking saltwater hook. God, that's goofy. All right, let's do it. Okay, just as promised. Here is the Timber Doodle 1 in extreme neon color. I don't know what's octopus. There's a lot going on here. What does it look like in the water? Oh my God, you are not gonna be able to miss that thing. This is like a summertime spoon. You know when you guys are fishing and you're like, man, I'm not catching anything, and you have no faith in what you're using? This right here, folks, is one of those kind of things. A Timber Doodle, I have no idea if I'm fishing it correctly. Do I just flip it in there? Doesn't really do anything. Do I do this on the way back? I really have no idea. It looks like a spoon, but it doesn't act like a spoon, and it's neon. This is in Russian. So it's... Huh, okay. Well, it's not what I thought. Okay. All right, 2 minutes left with this MEPS timber line thing. I'm gonna drag it. I'm gonna do what it was showing me in that video and just kind of do this. Not sure if that's I had no idea. But after this video, I will tell you my favorite lure and my least favorite lure that was picked for me. All right. Now the real question is, how many fish did this thing actually go by? They just looked at it and said, what in the world is that? And just stared at it. All right, next up on the list is gonna be, what do we have? How about this? How about Super Salt Plus Old Monster Watermelon Candy? Old school bait. A little zoom here. Then we go drag this thing around a little bit, see if we can catch a big one. All right, 10 minutes starts now with the Watermelon Candy Zoom Monster. Great. There we go. There we go. On the old monster, come on. Oh, get out of that tree. Oh, I was down inside of a tree. It's another one like the same size. God, throwing a bigger bait. Hope we can get a big one right there. Oh, actually, it's a pretty good sized fish. Not a bad fish right here. It was all down inside that tree. Whatever I was coming through, I have no idea. Bush, tree, something. Old monster, man, they're eating the soft plastics today, which kind of makes, oh yeah, oh no. Let me go ahead and just do this. A little heavier than I thought she was. There we go. A little heavier than I thought. You got some girth on you. Oh, come on. Hey, you were hooked. There you go. Old monster fish right there. Dragging it. Healthy bass. A little over 3 pounds, I would assume. Yeah, look, a little over 3 pounder. Good fish. Good fish. She's back up in here just doing her thing. I don't know what she was on. I didn't pitch anything. I'm just out here just chucking. Just like, you know what? Let's just pray there's something out here in the middle that's kind of in that deep juiciness where maybe a big fat behemoth would lie. I actually have this motor on. Probably should turn that. Let's go reverse. We're about to drive into the freaking wall. Okay, another bait down. Old monster is down and off the list. You know, I'm probably gonna continue after I get through all the baits and actually do a little bit of fishing with some of the baits I like. I think we might be able to catch possibly a bigger bass with this. I mean, we're roughly about 8 minutes into fishing this, and I drug it through just some brush that's out here, and we did connect, so maybe it was a bigger one. Let's see what else we got. This one is off the list. I bet you I've got some weird crankbaits to do, if I was to guess. Okay, so let's just do it. We got a rattle trap, the original. This is gonna be a gold mine shad color. Chances of me catching on something right now, pretty slim to none. I don't feel too confident this time of the year throwing this thing. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I'll catch one on the grass line. This is like a fall time deal, early spring, or just all the time in Florida, I guess. If you see a bait of fish, or a ball of fish, excuse me. All right, let's give this a shot. Oh my, let's hook myself in the wrong area. Now the one thing we are getting lucky, we have some wind. So maybe there's some grass clumps out here I don't know about, I can't see. All I can see is the pondweed that's up on top. A little trap action. We got 10 minutes, starts now. All right, 2 minute warning on the trap. Once again, this moving bait deal, I don't know what's going on. No bite whatsoever. It is like literally the hottest part of the day, sun's up. End of summertime, probably not the best trap weather, but we're gonna give it a shot. Mainly because I have to. We have a spinnerbait, a frit side, and the shad shape worm. The shad shape worm I might be able to catch something on. I have zero confidence in this gosh dang frit side 7 that is made for a red spring crawl. Not really sure that's gonna be the ticket. Oh man, should we give it a shot? So I'm gonna throw this frit side. I found a deep area right here. I know it's a little deep pocket. Maybe, just maybe, we can catch a fish with a red spring crawl frit side. This is a good bait. I know this is a good bait. This thing's done really well. I've thrown them a few times. Packaging is definitely child-proof. All right, 10 minutes on the frit side starts now. Well, shocking, I haven't had a bite yet on this thing, so 2 minutes left. We got 2 minutes left on the frit side. All right, this is it. This is the final cast. I'm gonna throw it right on this giant log that's coming out. Maybe we won't get hung up on it. Well, we didn't get hung up on the log, nor did we get hung up on a green fish with a big mouth. All right, frit side, not shockingly enough, I didn't catch a single fish on this thing. Not because of bad baits, just bad time of the year to be throwing this color and really this bait. So she did actually buy some of these Zaccos. I didn't know the Zaccos came in new clamshell type deals, but you know what? We're gonna add something to the Zacco because the Zacco is meant to be swam with a very specific bait. And let's see if we can actually catch something with the Zacco. Let's see. Oh, this is the paddle tail Zacco. Okay, disregard. I thought it wasn't the paddle tail Zacco. All right, we're gonna swim this thing normally, just like we're anything else right here. Here we go. If this wasn't the paddle tail Zacco, I would throw this thing on a chatterbait and yeah, look, that looks good in the water. I'm gonna fish this same area where we just caught that fish on a worm. Maybe there's a brush pile out there I don't even know about. I think it's just late summer, and I think it's midday, and I think all the fish are just sitting on the bottom as deep as they possibly can get on some structure. That's what I think. Oh man, oh man. I did just come through like a brush pile. Let's hit the top of it again. Oh yeah, there's a little brush pile out there. How to Ruin a Brush Pile by Robert Turklow. Yeah, there's a brush pile out there. Oh my gosh, what is that? I don't know what that is, but that is stout. Bent my hook all the way out, let's see. Oh yeah, brush pile, free or something. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this one is now done. I wanna feel what it feels like to catch a fish again. Let's go try to flip something and find a fish to catch, because this right now is not working. I feel like catching. Oh God bless. Tell me there's another pile right here too. There's a pile, maybe. There we go. Come on, get out of there. Oh, okay. There's another one on this worm. We might drag this worm just a little bit. I think this will be our best shot of possibly getting a big one. It's still using the same bait that she bought. Oh geez. I think this is probably our best chance of catching a big one, is dragging out here. This time of the year at least. Oh man, I don't even know how deep it is. I have no electronics or nothing. Just old school fishing, just dragging what looks to be a really, really steep bank. I can feel a little dunk, 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 dunk. Yeah, look, feel it. Dunk, 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 dunk. Junk all down there. I got like an hour and a half drive back home. I've got things I gotta get done. I gotta go do patrol tomorrow. Early, I get up at 3 a.m. to go to patrol. I gotta get up in 12 hours from now, actually. I gotta get up in 12 hours and start. Yeah, I probably should get out of here. Truthfully, I don't think it was really that bad for being end of summer, but here in a couple weeks, we're gonna have colder weather, which should start helping me out just a tad bit with regards to fishing. But I had to get off the water. I gotta get up really, really early to go. I'm still on day shift. I'll be on day shift for a few more weeks, and then I'll go to nights. And you know what? I'm about to hit you with an old school outro we're trying to bring back here, because it was a doozy. Go ahead and click that video right there if you've not seen that one. Hey, click the one right below it. If you haven't already, subscribe right down there. Do it to it, lemon peas. I love every single one of you. Thanks for hanging with me, and I'm about to disappear. Bye-bye. There Oh man, okay, well, you know what? That right there, that was worth the stop. Just to tell you guys, I'm loving fishing again. I'm excited to be back at it. I gotta get out of here.